In this video, we're going to take a look at the map and the dispatching process. So on the main map, as you can see in the top left-hand corner, this is what you're going to see when you log in. We've got a lot of information here for you at your fingertips. And just want to go through a couple of these things here. First of all, we have all different types of integrated alerts. We've integrated with IPAWS, USGS, National Weather Service, and a couple others to bring that information to you here on the screen. You can simply click on it and view the details of the alert as seen here. On the map, you're going to see a couple different types of icons. The first one is the star, and this represents someone that is in a responder status. The other icon, which is a silhouette, is that of a citizen, somebody that is using the PubSafe platform but is not actively volunteering to respond to situations. The responder icon changes color based on the responder status. So if we click on this, we'll see that up here we have a status of off duty. And if we were to go to a different responder of a different color, then we might find somebody that is on duty. So here's one that is blue, and we can see that they are mission ready. So this is somebody that would be eligible to receive a help request from a service or an NGO or somebody using the portal. You have to be in a mission-ready status in order to receive a mission from a dispatcher. Okay, and you can see we list the skills and the resources for each individual. That helps the dispatcher understand if they are the right person. You do not want to send someone that has an animal trailer if a chainsaw is needed to remove a tree from a house. So we want to enable them to match those resources quickly, but also match the experience. If a situation sounds quite difficult or dangerous, then you do not want to send somebody that is a novice, right? So the dispatcher gets a lot of leeway in making those decisions, but we want to provide as much information to aid in that decision-making process as possible. The users that you see on the map are just some of the users. These are users that have been active in recent history. It does not mean that there aren't others in the area that have gone invisible in the mobile app, which completely removes you from all visibility, including the organization. It's for total privacy. No information is being tracked at that time, other than the fact that we simply know your last known location, because as you move, we want to be able to provide you with localized alerts if you so choose in your operating system to allow, the occasional update about once every 30 minutes, I believe it is. And again, when you're in private mode, we do not record the history. We just have your last particular location. The weather is extremely important. Obviously, we have a lot of people in the field doing things, doing activities, and being able to zoom in on a weather system and look to see who's going to be in the path of dangerous weather. Those users can be alerted through a couple different means. Organizations can message members of their organization, but they cannot message the general public. Only government accounts can message the general public for a variety of reasons. On the right-hand side, you've got the map controls as you see here. Okay, so go through those and explore each of those. Take a look around. You may notice that when you are looking at certain things, the bounding box of the map determines the data set. So if you're looking at this area and you do a search for, let's say, a user or a particular type of help request, you're only going to see things that are visible within the bounding box of the map. We do limit that, so you cannot zoom out to 5,000 miles and start looking at help requests across the globe. You can zoom into an area on the around the world and see what's going on, but you can't view the entire world at one time and see help requests. It's a data resource issue. There's just no need to do that type of viewing. So let's go ahead and take a look at the dispatching menu. So we have a couple different types of queues. The org queue is help requests that have been generated as a result of the organization sharing special forms that are provided to every organization on social media, on a website, via email, text, whatever those things are. If you want to see an example of what that looks like, go to our website and look at the request help, volunteer registration, and preliminary damage assessments. Each of these forms is unique to the organization. In this case, these are unique to PubSafe. When PubSafe collects information through a request assistance form, which if you click on it, you'll see what this looks like. This form is essentially collecting the same information that we collect through the mobile app, but someone taking this call would be able to take this information, enter it on behalf of the caller, and submit this to the PubSafe queue. Okay, the PubSafe queue is available to all NGOs and all organizations inside the PubSafe platform. So everybody can see that. Inside the dispatcher view, if I enable this, so here's a good example of the map bounding box. I was looking for a help request that was created by one of our employees, and I didn't see it. The reason being is that employee is not inside the bounding box. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide the map over to encompass Tampa. And you'll see that the help request has now showed up. So with each help request, you can hit the down arrow and you get this information about the help request. You can also click to send that user a message through the PubSafe mobile app. If this looks like a request that you're going to want to respond to, you can check the box and move to the next step, which is the responder. Back in the queue, if I uncheck the PubSafe queue, any help requests that have come through the organization-specific forms that I mentioned are provided for every organization. Those would appear here. Anytime PubSafe collects a help request, it would also appear here if that box is checked. So if you only want to see help requests that come from your organization, leave that box checked. If you want to take a look at all of the PubSafe help requests that are there, let's say you have teams that are not busy and you're looking for things for them to do, if the PubSafe mobile app in that area is being used, if we're promoting the help request form to the general public, which we typically don't do, we want NGOs to handle that. But if we did, the PubSafe queue is where that information would appear. The other thing that can be done with the PubSafe queue is if an org queue gets a help request that they cannot respond to, they can release that org help request to the general PubSafe queue where somebody else can pick it up and work it. So, for example, if you're working nothing but high-end help requests and you get somebody that has a cat stuck in a tree, you might release that to the PubSafe queue, so an animal rescue organization using PubSafe would see that, and they would be able to go take care of that help request. So this is a way that we're able to actually assist all organizations across a disaster area to coordinate their efforts in getting to help requests. We're trying to remove information silos between organizations and enable organizations to share information by enabling and disabling these different queues. So if we take this particular help request, we check that box, we go up to responders. Now, what do we have next? What the system does, it actually looks for people that are in responder status and are mission ready. And you can see on the map, this is the help request, and this is my location. I'm a mission ready responder, and we have another mission ready responder down here. And we can open up these boxes and we can take a look at the information. Hey, I can just click to call that person from here. I can call my cell phone, or if I'm using Teams or something of that nature, I can click to call from here and call that person and say, hey, I've got this, or you can send it to them through the mobile app. We're trying to make communication very easy and streamlined so you don't have to use 15 different methods of communication. You get their last known GPS location. If you want to copy that and take it to Google Map, and look at it on Street View, that will assist you with that. It lists the experience level and, again, the skills and the resources. You'll notice that I am listed first because I am 5.5 miles from the help request, and this person here is 15.3 miles. So we are matching skills and resources as well as distance from the help request, so the dispatcher can start at the top of the list and work down the list in logical order. If I was going to be assigned that mission, that box would be checked, and then you would see that we automatically are moved to the next tab, and we can click on Start. And now we have a different view. And a lot of organizations are going to view this as a work order. So in essence, it is a work order, but it's just in a slightly different format. So The next step in the process would be to receive this information in the mobile app, accept the mission, and then it would move to an active status. There is a unique reference ID. So if we are talking about different missions, or dispatchers are talking about different help requests, they can make sure that they're referencing the same information. Once the responder has been sent the mission, you can see that we can see the different status here. So you can look at those that are closed. If you're looking back on something, you can do that. You can see what is waiting for acceptance out in the field. And then you can also look at, hey, what are the active accepted mission requests? So there you go. That's the process. Hopefully that sheds some light on how this interaction works and the value that we bring simply through the mapping capabilities. If you're interested in getting your free PubSafe account online for your organization, just go to pubsafe.net and look at the menu in the top where it says Join. We go back to our homepage. Go to our website where it says Join, go down to Organization Application. You can read through the different things that we have to offer. You can look at all the different screenshots, and then you simply click on Empower Your Team Today, and that'll take you to this page, and this will describe to you the steps that need to be taken in order to get ready to apply. And then once you are ready, then you go here and you enter your PubSafe mobile app credentials once you are in pro mode, and then this will bring up another form, which then automatically inserts into our system and creates an account for you. You can then log in and invite members, and the video that we have here will assist you in that process. So if you have any questions, just reach out to us, but this is a pretty good first step in getting your organization onto PubSafe, and give it a try. Thank you very much.